Hi, I'm Sheila Walsh, and I love that I get a chance to talk to some of my Middle Eastern friends, some millennials, and I was thinking what it's like to be 21. And I found myself thinking, I wish I could take my 21-year-old face in my hands and tell her this: it's okay not to be okay. And would she have believed me? I don't think so. She was determined to get everything right. I don't know how that hits you. I don't know whether you live with this list of things you have to do to get right. You have to be the perfect this and the perfect that. I don't know how much you punish yourself inside because you think you're not enough. One of the greatest things that I've ever learned is that because God loves me, because Jesus loved me so much that he would die for me, it's okay not to be okay, because he makes us all right with God. I wonder if there's things like dreams that you have in your heart, things that you think, I wish I could do this. But then you come up with this thing of, well, what if? What if I fail? What if I try and I don't get it right? And so often those what ifs hold us back. So how do you push through fear? I had a great opportunity to talk with a woman whose husband literally gave his life reaching a group of people who did not know that Jesus loved them. And she stayed on after her husband died because her thing was, we committed as a family to do this, so my job's not over. But here was the deal. Every time she thought about approaching them, she was terrified. What if they do to her what they did to her husband? And she felt like she was kind of paralyzed, like not able to move. But then her best friend said something to her that changed everything. She said, do it afraid. Don't wait till you're not afraid anymore. Just take a step and do it afraid. Jesus was talking to a crowd of people on the hillside one day, and this is what he said. You find this in the book of Matthew, chapter 17, verse 20. Jesus told them, I tell you the truth. If you had faith, even as small as a mustard seed, you would say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it would move. Nothing would be impossible. I remember reading that when I was a teenager and thinking, I don't even know what to do about that. I actually went down to an area where I lived in Scotland where there was a large mountain, and I stood there and I tried to move it. And then I began to understand as I got a little older, maybe that's not what Jesus meant at all. In fact, one of the writers I love to read, he's a theologian, his name is R.T. France. Here's what he said, and it gave me a much deeper understanding of what it means that you don't have to have a mountain load of faith. Here's what he said. It's important to observe here that it's not the amount of faith which brings the impossible within reach, but the power of God which is available to even the smallest faith. That's pretty amazing. Even if you have, the mustard seed is one of the smallest seeds on the planet. If you even have faith as tiny as that, and you say to God, well, this is all I've got, but I'm going to offer up to you, and I'm going to push through the fear, it'll be amazing to see what God will do.